Hey there, my beautiful listener. Before your busy day begins, I want you to pause for just a moment. Take a deep breath in and slowly breathe out. Feel the air moving gently through your body. Let your mind settle. Let your shoulders relax. This is your quiet space, a place to breathe, to feel calm, and to connect with English in the most natural way. Welcome to Olivia English Lab, your cozy little corner where learning English feels soft, slow, and peaceful. I'm Olivia, your guide, your friend, and your English companion. Here, you can listen, repeat, and fall in love with English, one gentle word at a time. Today, we'll explore something beautifully simple, your daily routine. The little things you do each morning, each afternoon, and each night. Brushing your teeth, drinking your coffee, walking outside. They might seem small, but they are full of life. And they're perfect for practicing English naturally. So find a comfortable spot. Take another deep breath. And let's begin this calm journey together. Slowly, softly, and with a smile. You know, many people think improving English means memorizing grammar rules or learning long lists of words. But in truth, the most natural English you'll ever speak is the English that comes from your real life. Every day, you wake up, eat, work, and rest. You already have a rhythm, your own story. And that story is the perfect place to begin. When you talk about your day, you're not pretending or translating. You're describing something real. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to sound like you. That's why daily routines are such a powerful way to learn English. They give you real sentences you can use anywhere, anytime. I wake up at 7. I make coffee and check my phone. Simple, true, natural. Every time you describe your day, you're training your mind to think in English. You stop forcing words and start feeling them. One sentence at a time, you grow. Slowly, quietly, beautifully. So whenever you don't know what to say, just talk about your day. Your life is your classroom, your voice is your teacher, and your heart is your motivation. Now, let's move into the morning, the beginning of your story. The sun is rising, the world is quiet, and everything feels fresh and possible. This is the perfect time to speak English slowly, gently, with a calm mind. Every morning begins the same way, yet it always feels a little new. I open my eyes and take a long, deep breath. The light softly touches my face, and I whisper to myself, "Good morning." For a few moments, I simply stay still, listening to the quiet sound of the world waking up. Then, I stretch my arms above my head and let my body wake fully. I sit up, smile softly, and remind myself that today is a new chance to learn, to live, to grow. Next, I walk to the bathroom. The water feels cool against my skin as I wash my face. I brush my teeth slowly, thinking about the day ahead. If I still feel sleepy, I take a warm shower. The water feels like soft rain washing away the night. Sometimes I play a slow English podcast while I shower, just to fill my mind with gentle words and sound. After my shower, I put on my clothes for the day. Something clean, something comfortable. If I'm staying home, maybe a soft shirt and jeans. If I have a meeting, something simple but neat. I like feeling ready, calm, but prepared. Then I open the window and let in the morning air. It's cool and fresh, full of new beginnings. I stand there for a few seconds, breathing deeply, feeling grateful for another sunrise. After that, I go to the kitchen and make breakfast. Sometimes I eat toast with jam and a cup of tea. Other times, I make oatmeal with fruit or eggs and coffee. I like to eat slowly, enjoying the warmth of each bite. It's a small, quiet joy that gives me energy for the day. Before leaving the house, I check my phone, look at my calendar, and pack my bag. My notebook, my keys, my water bottle. Little things that prepare me for whatever comes next. Then, just before I step outside, I pause, take one last deep breath, and whisper, "Let's make today a good day." Take a moment now. Close your eyes if you want to, and think about your own morning. What do you usually do when you wake up? Do you jump out of bed quickly? Or do you take a few minutes to stretch and breathe? Every morning tells a story, your story. And that story is worth practicing in English. When you speak about your morning, don't worry about sounding perfect. Focus on the feeling. Let your words flow naturally, like a calm stream. Let's try saying some morning sentences together. You can repeat after me. Slowly, softly, and with a smile. I wake up and take a deep breath. I stretch my arms and feel the sunlight on my face. I sit up and whisper, "Good morning." I walk to the bathroom and wash my face with cool water. I brush my teeth and feel fresh and ready. I take a warm shower and enjoy the quiet moment. I choose my clothes and prepare for the day. I open the window and breathe in the morning air. I make breakfast and eat slowly. I drink my coffee and plan my day with a calm mind. I check my phone and read a few messages. I pack my bag and get ready to leave. I put on my shoes and smile to myself. I open the door, step outside, and think, "Today will be a good day." Beautiful. If you repeated those lines aloud, you've already practiced speaking English, naturally, clearly, and from the heart. You see, learning doesn't always mean studying hard or memorizing grammar rules. It can be something soft and personal, like describing how the morning light feels on your skin or how your coffee smells. These moments are real, and real moments help you build real English. So tomorrow morning, when you wake up, try to say one sentence in English. Just one. Maybe, "I feel happy today," or "I want to start my day with peace." Each small sentence is a gift you give to yourself. And as you practice day by day, your voice will grow stronger, softer, and more confident. Now that your morning feels calm and complete, let's move together into the next part of your day, the afternoon. A time to work, to learn, and to keep practicing English in small, gentle ways. And now, the morning slowly fades into the afternoon. The sun rises higher, the light grows warmer, and life begins to move a little faster. This is the part of the day where we focus, create, and sometimes feel a little tired. But even in busy hours, you can still find small moments to practice English. Softly, quietly, naturally. After lunch, I usually return to my desk. The air feels warm and still, and I take a small sip of water before I begin. I check my emails, answer a few messages, and write a short list of what I need to do next. Writing things down helps me feel organized. Sometimes I work from home, sitting by the window with gentle sunlight on my desk. I like to keep my space clean and simple. Just my laptop, my notebook, and a cup of tea beside me. A tidy desk helps me think clearly. If I work at the office, I greet my coworkers with a small smile. We talk about our tasks, share updates, and encourage each other to keep going. When I get tired, I take a short break. I stand up, stretch my arms, and walk slowly around the room. If I can, I go outside for a few minutes. I breathe in the afternoon air, warm, soft, and full of life. Sometimes I close my eyes and just listen. To birds, to footsteps, to the sound of the wind. Even these tiny moments are practice, because every time I notice the world in English, I think in English. And that, my friend, is the magic of mindful learning. When I come back to my desk, I often make a cup of tea or coffee. The smell feels comforting, and it gives me a quiet burst of energy. As I sip, I might listen to a podcast in English, something calm and slow. I repeat short phrases softly, trying to match the speaker's rhythm. This is called shadowing, when you repeat the words right after you hear them. It's a beautiful way to train your mouth, your ears, and your mind to move together. Let's try a few sentences you can repeat for the afternoon. I go back to my desk and open my laptop. I check my emails and reply to new messages. I write down what I need to finish today. I focus on one task at a time. I take short breaks to rest my eyes. I drink tea and stretch my shoulders. I walk to the window and take a deep breath. The fresh air helps me feel calm again. I listen to English and repeat the words I hear. I practice speaking softly to myself. I smile because I'm learning something new. You see, these small sentences are not just grammar. They're daily habits that connect your world to English. Each time you describe what you do, you're strengthening your brain's English path. You're turning your routine into learning, without stress, without pressure. Sometimes, when I have free time in the afternoon, I read a short English article or a few pages of a story. Other days, I listen to soft English music or watch a slow-spoken video. Even 10 minutes helps, because the key is not time. It's consistency. Before I finish work, I like to reflect. I open my notebook and write a few words. What did I do well today? What can I improve tomorrow? Sometimes I also write one simple English sentence about my day. Maybe, I worked hard and I feel proud. Or, I didn't do everything I planned, but I'm still growing. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to be honest. Because when you speak with honesty, English feels more natural, and when the clock moves closer to evening, I start to slow down again. I close my laptop, tidy my space, and take one last deep breath. I remind myself that learning English, just like life, is not about rushing. It's about showing up every day, even in small, quiet ways. You've done beautifully so far. You've practiced the morning, lived through the afternoon, and kept your calm voice steady and warm. Now, let's move to the most peaceful part of the day, the evening. A time to rest, reflect, and speak softly in English before the night begins. And now, the light outside begins to change. The afternoon sun softens, the colors turn gold and pink, and the world starts to slow down again. It's evening, that quiet, beautiful part of the day when we finally breathe, rest, and reflect. I close my laptop and stretch my arms one last time. The sound of the day fades away, and the silence feels peaceful. I walk to the kitchen to prepare dinner. Sometimes I cook something simple, rice and vegetables or soup with bread. Other times I order food and just enjoy the quiet. The smell of dinner fills the air. It feels warm, comforting, and familiar. While I cook, I often hum softly or listen to slow English music. I don't need to understand every word. I just let the rhythm wash over me. When the food is ready, I sit down at the table. I take a deep breath and look at the meal I've made. I say quietly, "Thank you for today." Then I eat slowly, tasting each bite, feeling the calm that comes at the end of the day. If I eat with family, we talk about our day. What we did, what made us smile, what we learned. If I eat alone, I sometimes talk to myself in English, just like this. I might say, Today was a good day. Or, I finished my work and I'm proud. Even a few simple sentences like these help me stay close to the language. After dinner, I clean the kitchen. The sound of running water, the soft clinking of dishes. It's like a small rhythm that tells my body the day is almost done. I wipe the table, turn off the lights, and feel grateful for another ordinary, beautiful evening. Then, I like to take a short walk outside. The air feels cooler now. The streets are quieter and the sky turns deep blue. I look at the stars and the lights in the windows and think of all the people ending their day, just like me. Sometimes I whisper small English thoughts to myself like, the night feels peaceful, or the air smells like rain. These small lines are my way of breathing in English. When I return home, I prepare for bed. I take a warm shower to relax my muscles. The water feels soft against my skin, washing away the noise of the day. I brush my teeth, dry my hair, and put on my favorite pajamas, soft and clean. Before bed, I like to sit quietly for a few minutes. I might light a candle or play calm music. Sometimes I open my notebook and write a few lines about my day. In English, I write about one thing that made me happy, one thing I learned, and one thing I want to do tomorrow. For example, I might write, I felt peaceful while walking tonight, or tomorrow, I want to speak more English. These small reflections keep me present, grateful, and growing. When I finish, I close my notebook, turn off the light, and lie down in bed. I pull the blanket over me and let the quiet fill the room. I take one last deep breath and whisper softly, you did your best today. I think of one good moment from the day, a smile, a sound, a kind word, and let that memory stay in my heart. Slowly, my thoughts fade, my breathing slows, and I drift into sleep, calm and content. This is my evening routine. Simple, soft, and real. And it's also your chance to practice English in peace. Because when you describe your evenings in English, you're not just studying, you're living through the language. And now, the day has come to an end. The lights are low, the air is calm, and everything feels still. It's time to rest. Not only your body, but your mind and your heart. You've just walked with me through a full day in English, from morning to night. You listened, you repeated, you shadowed the rhythm of my voice. And even if it felt simple, you were doing something truly powerful. You were living your English. Every time you describe your day, every time you whisper a small sentence like, I wake up, or I drink my coffee, you are building confidence from the inside out. You're teaching your brain to think naturally, without fear, without rushing. And slowly, softly, you are becoming the kind of English speaker who speaks with ease, not because of memorization, but because of connection. Remember, you don't have to learn fast. You don't have to use difficult words. You just need to be consistent, gentle, and kind to yourself. Because English, like any other language, grows best when you water it every day, with patience and with love. So keep talking about your day. Keep noticing the little things. The smell of your coffee, the sound of the rain, the smile of someone you love. Those small details are your English practice waiting to happen. And if there are days when you don't feel motivated, that's okay too. Even thinking about English, even listening quietly like you did today, is progress. You are learning, even when it feels slow. So take this moment to be proud of yourself. You showed up, you practiced, you cared. And that's what truly matters. Now, as you prepare to rest, let your heart be light. You did your best today, and that is enough. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and carry this peaceful English energy into your dreams. I'm Olivia, and I'm so proud of you. Thank you for spending this time with me. Keep listening, keep speaking, and keep believing in yourself. Because English isn't just something you study, it's something you live. Good night, my dear friend. Sleep well, and may your dreams be filled with soft English words and quiet joy.